Recording.
I don't like.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I don't like the alcohol seltzer water. Like,
Oh, you mean the Bud Lights, like that are 3 feet from me?
is that what you got? And are they
Yeah.
seltzer?
Yeah, let me get it. Let me show you. It's easier
So-
to show.
Oh, those. So
Hard
I haven't
seltzer.
tried those. I haven't
They're
tried
crap.
those yet.
They're horrible.
Yeah.
They're absolutely
I
hard.
bet.
These are the ones my girlfriend can't stand. Like, she leaves the
Oh
one
my
she can't
God.
stand. There's
Yeah.
4 different flavors. The black cherry, not bad.
Yeah.
The lemon lime, horrible. Strawberry, okay, and mango's okay. The best out of them is the black cherry. But that's like saying the best out of the crappiest situation. They're horrible.
Like I had. Oh, I forget what they were called. Everybody drinks them on TikTok, but
I know
don't
exactly.
they were-
Claw. Something
Yes.
claw.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, I would rather have a Zima or like a wine
Yep.
spritzer or something. I was like, this sucks.
It was funny. The first time we got those, which was about a month ago, I was like, man, these taste like Zima.
Yeah.
Came to
And then
find
I'm
out,
like, I'm
Zima's out of
missing that
business.
7-Up taste.
Yeah, Zima's out of business. Believe it or not. It's crazy.
Well,
Okay. We are recording.
Cool.
I like the pre-show talk, by the way. Okay. So, hit the introduction.
Hold on to your butts, you're in for an experience like no other. You are about to partake in the most bodacious experience ever, the Tick and Professor Show.
Welcome to
Welcome.
the Professor and Tick podcast. TP. Well, that's
Is
what I
that what we're
thought.
calling it now?
I don't know what we're calling it.
That
But
sounds good.
I thought about the letters, like the Professor,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm Tick, and it's a podcast. So TP,
Right.
TP. It's kind of the same twice.
You are currently watching the best of the TP Show Season 1.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's funny. Spoiler alert. I'm going to talk about a movie on Hulu called Binge. Vince Vaughn is in it, and this is the spoiler. At one point he goes, "Kick me in the nuts." Like, what? You want me to kick you in the nuts? Kick me in the nuts. Okay, nut shot for you. It was just weird. If you see it, side note, I really enjoyed Binge. It's basically a takeoff on Purge. So you know all about Purge, right? The
Yeah.
movie Purge?
Oh, yeah.
Or
100%.
it's franchise Purge. What they did was they made it so that you couldn't do any drugs at all except for 12 hours a year. Now, all other rules are in effect. So, like, you go out and kill somebody, you're still going to jail. But you can get as high as you want on any drug you want, period. And that's the premise of the actual movie. If you watch the movie and you've ever done drugs, not that I've ever done drugs, I can't believe like, the movies make things super unrealistic. They, at one point,
100%.
again, more spoiler alerts, they ate 33 burritos full of magic mushrooms. And in the next scene, they're walking. Like, no.
Yeah, how?
No.
Ooh.
No. And this is after already doing 7 shots. And as it goes on, it's like, what drugs can we add on to this? It's pretty crazy. I enjoyed it, though, because it is a good spoof, remake, combo film.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, that
next-
many mushrooms, you would just be like lying down on the floor, just being like, I don't know.
I agree completely. Why am I talking about death this week? Probably because of the pandemic. I'll blame it on the pandemic. But
Well,
the person that
#alive.
the person that created this shirt is Watermelon Dan. Watermelon Dan created this shirt, and I guarantee you, with 90-ish%, I was going to go to 98%, that you actually know Dan's brother. Dun
Do
dun
I?
dun. I'll give you 3 guesses.
It is now time to play Stump the Professor, or it's just Tick asking questions that the Professor knows nothing about.
Who you think Dan's brother is. His name's Watermelon Dan. I will give you a couple of hints.
Okay.
His name is Watermelon Dan, and that, of course, is a nickname. So Dan is his real name. He was a flow artist,
Okay.
and he is the older brother. So we're talking about a younger brother. So I've given you all the hints I'm going to give you. You now get 3 guesses.
I don't know.
Well, okay. We'll convert one of the guesses to a question.
Okay.
So ask a question, except for don't ask like, what's his name? That's definitely against the rules. So go ahead, ask your question.
How would I know him?
Ooh, excellent. He's been in movies, television, I don't know, and Broadway. I do believe. Definitely movies, definitely TV.
Younger brother too.
Yes. Now, Dan was not in the movies as far as I know. But Dan started a very important website as well. So we'll talk about both of those, but... Can I do that music, or are we going to get in trouble? I can't do the music.
I don't know.
You're about to do the Jeopardy theme.
So yeah, no, you can't. That one
just stinks. It just stinks.
Well, people would know us right away if you did it and we got in trouble.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. So let's see.
I love you thinking about this. I think it's better than actually you guessing. And people at home are like, just guess his damn name. Here.
Guess a damn name. All right. And you
That wasn't me, by the way. That was the studio audience. Say again?
You said like Broadway, like singing and stuff?
Yeah, but he's most known for movies and TV. I do believe he's also done Broadway in fact, I know he started on Broadway, but you would not know him from that. You're not like, oh my God, it's that kid from Wicked. I don't even think there is a kid in Wicked, but you know what I'm saying. Come on, man, just guess a famous actor or two.
God. Okay.
I feel like I'm pulling your teeth. Welcome to Dentistry 101.
Right.
I promise I won't do this to you next week, because I feel as though I have just literally made your mind crunch. You know what? I'm horrible with people's names. I'll be honest with you. So just name a movie or two, and if he's in either of those movies, you win. How's that? That'll narrow it down a little. Plus, it opens it up a little.
Oh my God. Okay. God, now I'm blanking on everybody's
on movie names. No worries.
On movies.
No worries.
Yeah. Can I do more questions like
comedies,
action, comedy movies, action movies?
Okay, that is excellent. He's probably most well known for TV comedy show. It was a sitcom, and then most well known for an action drama and rom-coms. He's done both, and he's done a lot. Like he's a working
Ashton
actor.
Kutcher?
Oh, such a good guess. That is not correct, and that is your last guess, as you used 2 for questions. Sorry, and you wanted out of this anyway. You're like, get me out of this as quick as possible. Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
You know
who was
what?
in Inception. Yep.
That dude actually like ran through my head, but I forgot his freaking name. I'm like,
no problem. I have the same problem. I just happen to know his name because of the connections and stuff. So the reason that I bring him up, that Joseph Gordon-Levitt and his brother Dan started a website called Hit Record, and Hit Record is a place, and you know about it. So for the people in the audience that don't, it is a place for creators to go and combine their talents and create together. So like if you're a writer, you write something, and then I'm an animator and I animate what you write. And what's cool is that they will curate the content and turn it into stuff. So they've produced books, they've produced TV shows, they produce films, and this is the part that I really, really love, is that if you are part of the group that is in the movie, like say your art gets used in the movie or your music gets used in the movie, you get a percentage. Boom.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You get a percentage. So
I think there was a Netflix show on it.
There was.
Record.
It's called the Hit Record Show, I think. It's got a really like derivative name, like and I think it was Hit Record Oh man, now it's
Yeah,
gonna kill me
it
if I
was
don't find out.
super uplifting, and
Yes.
it was just all about connecting with people and how like
Yep.
loving like everybody is in today's world. How crappy people are, there's still
Yep.
awesome people in the world.
I
Yep.
agree. 1,000, 1,000,000 billion percent.
Yep.
See, here's the thing that I'm sure you've learned it because I learned it. Most people that get above the age of about 25 learn it, I do believe, which is blood cells. Like kills
Yes.
lead. Like if it's bleeding, it's leading. Like so, we're only
Yep.
ever seeing negative news.
Right,
And that's why I
100%.
really appreciated during the pandemic. A lot of people were doing happier stuff because,
Yes,
man, it's so depressing at times these days.
100%. Let's talk about things that us maybe
Older people,
a little yeah, little not, we're getting up there.
not
Don't
teenagers.
know. No, we're not teenagers or 8.
No.
So
What? Oh, you guys are boring me, so I started to nod off. Okay, it's time to play a new game, and this one's called Things Youth Say That Old Farts Like You Two Have No Idea What the F they're saying.
I actually have a couple words here that I got from my son that he says daily that I had to ask him, like,
What does that mean?
What are you talking about? What does that mean?
Do tell. Do tell. Let me see if I
the
have
first
any
one-
clue. Yeah, I want to see if
I'm
I have
just
any
gonna-
clue.
Yeet.
Dude.
Yeet.
People have explained yeet to me, and I still don't get it. So please explain to me what yeet is, because it gets used a lot. It's sort of like I'm trying to think of a thing that we used to say all the time when I was a kid. I can't remember. It's like. We would use like for a lot of things. So go ahead. What does yeet mean?
To throw in battle.
Whoa, I like that. I get it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna yeet this bomb at you. Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense. But
And
you see,
that's
I've seen the
from Fortnite,
derivations
yeah.
on that. But I see how it could be a derivation. Does that make any
Right.
sense? Like I've heard people use
Yeah.
yeet, and I'm like, how does that fit? But now
Right.
I can kind of see it. It reminds me
Like-
of nicknames.
Yeah.
So, did you have any nicknames like growing up?
Not really.
Okay.
I
Everybody
just-
that I knew from high school had a nickname. The only person that didn't have a nickname, his nickname was Al. And his name was Al. It was Alex, actually. He was the only one that didn't have like an official
Yeah.
nickname. My personal
No,
favorite. Go ahead.
everybody would just call us by our last name because we were at that
Yes.
age where everybody just used their last name, and that was
Yeah.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
my last name led to like 15 different like ridiculous situations that we're not going to get into right now because they'll come up over time. But the one
Yeah.
the nickname I will tell you is, and this is a guessing game.
It is now time to play Stump the Professor, or it's just Tick asking questions that the professor knows nothing about.
I don't think I've ever told you this, but I might have. There was a friend of mine. His nickname was, wait for it, Glenn. Now the question is, what was Glenn's real name? And that is now it's on you. This is my favorite part of the
Adam.
show, the Stump the Professor show. I did it last week too by asking you a question.
Right.
Just throw out 3 random guys' names and you might win.
Adam,
Say again?
Gregory,
Gregory?
Adam.
Adam? And what was the
Gregory.
first? Yeah.
Let's go, Mark.
Damn it. So close. Glenn's real name is Frank. Yeah.
I mean,
And it was a progression. It didn't start at the end. It slowly worked its way through. So Glenn came from Frank, aka Spanish class. And you're like, what? So Frank in Spanish is Paco. So we were
Okay.
calling him Pac for a while, and then Pac kind of mutated because Tupac wasn't around yet, but it became Pooch. So we started calling him Pooch. Well, one of the dudes that went to our school, his last name was Poochie, and his first name, can you guess what it is? You are correct, Glenn. So that's how his name got to be Glenn. And we still call him Glenn. But yeah, woof.
All right.
Next one.
AFK.
Away from keyboard. I've heard that one before.
Yeah.
Is that the right one? That's a gamer term. See, that BRB and AFK, they've been around for a while. So that one I actually knew.
Yeah.
No, how does he use it, though? Like, is it for school?
No. So when they're playing Fortnite and a player's not moving, he'll be like, they're AFK.
Yep. That makes perfect sense. Wow. I knew one. I feel old or young. I mean, I feel younger now. Oof. Next.
Sweaty.
Wait. Okay, I thought you were just saying I was sweaty. I was like, yeah, you're right. I am sweaty.
No.
Sweaty.
Do you want me to use it in a sentence?
Yes, please. I need a lifeline too, but use it in a sentence.
Man, I was like second place. I was so sweaty.
Oh, snap.
This be hitting different.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's funny when you said sweaty, because what came to mind was, stop sweating me, man. Stop sweating me.
Yeah, no.
So came in second. And it was, nope, not going to get it. Please give me the definite. Oh, okay, I'll try. Okay, so I came in second. And
No. That's it.
What?
I tried so hard. I came in second.
Right, but you just said that. I'm just repeating what you said. But what does sweaty actually mean? Like, is it that you ran a lot and you were working really hard, but you came in second?
Yeah.
Okay.
You did your best. You tried
Here's
really
your second
hard.
place trophy. Go right to the front of the class.
All right.
I'm ready for the next one.
Cap and then no cap.
Wow, man, you know.
Right? I'm like, what are you talking
about? The
about?
reason I'm chuckling is because my brain immediately went to accounting, which I know most people wouldn't be like, oh, accounting.
Nope.
I'm like, okay, my money mark has a cap. Maybe that doesn't have a cap. Oh, wait a sec. What? I bust a cap? Bust no cap? I got no ideas. I got nothing. Nothing.
All right. So, cap. To cap is to lie about something, whereas no cap means to tell the truth.
I never would have gotten that. Not in a million years. Nope.
No. And then
next.
T. T-E-A.
T. T-E-A.
T-E-A. Yeah.
I know what teabag is, but I don't know what tea is.
My 8-year-old doesn't know what teabag is, okay?
Good. And don't tell him. Jeez. But that's the only thing that came to mind, dude, with T-E-A. Well, that and drinking tea.
Think about TikToks where they're like, here's the mother effing tea.
Oh. Here's the mother effing tea. Dude, just explain it some more. My old brain is old. Jeez.
It's to gossip about something.
Oh. And that makes sense, too, in a weird way.
Do it around tea.
Yeah, yep. I was going to go, is this an English thing? Are we going to have some tea and crumpet?
Yeah.
And we're going to discuss stuff and gib-gab and tell some stories. Wow.
All right. And then here's the last one that I threw in. Thick. T-H-I-C-C. I had to look on Urban Dictionary on this one.
Whoa. See, I know thick from something else, but you have an 8-year-old.
Yeah, you're probably No. This is me from me that I heard on a TikTok. And I had to look it up.
Okay. I was like, if your 8-year-old's talking about girls
what you're
being
thinking
thick,
of is
we got a problem.
Yeah.
But no, that's the one that I have. The one that I have is the opposite of thin. So you got all these girls that, like, when we were kids growing up, thin was in. And then at a certain point, being thick was way more in. And so skinny girls kind of got the boot. And that's what came to mind. When you said thick, that's what I thought of.
It's a full-figured, curvy
Yes. Okay.
girl. Yeah,
New 1 out of a million.
you got.
Hold on to your butts, you're about to experience the most epic show. Wait, hold on, you guys landed a guest. Who the hell agreed to come on this show? You two better not mess this up.
Rosie, just read your damn lines.
Okay, oh my god, he never stops complaining. Okay, today's special guest is no other than TikTok's very own Shield Maiden. Without further ado, you are experiencing the TP show.
There we are.
That was so cool.
That was crazy. I did cut it a little early. I
It's
apologize.
okay. It was awesome.
I love that. That was super cool.
That was really cool.
Welcome to our show, by the way. Shield Maiden.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
So
I've never done anything like this.
I don't know if that's good or bad. But thank you for being our first.
know,
Our
right?
first, your first.
Thanks for being my first.
I think the words are I hope it doesn't hurt. I hope that's the right way
No.
to say it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I like how quiet everybody got.
I've been thinking of how to word this question like all day today. So when we make TikToks, we
Yes.
we have either Tick on the bottom and me on the top, or me on the top and Tick on the bottom.
Yeah.
What position do you
What
want
do you
to?
want me?
I think we should
Yeah.
just do a sandwich. Like 1, 2, 3. And then you
Right in the
switch them
middle,
halfway
right?
through. Just for fun.
I'm glad you were thinking about how to word that.
Oh, he already
Yeah, 'cause
asked me.
I prefer
He straight up
bottom,
goes, "Hey, Tick,
but-
you want to be on the top or the bottom?" There was no thought when he asked me. Like, he's trying to be nice to you. Like, he just straight up, like,
Yeah.
cut to the chase. Tick, top, bottom. I'm like,
Yeah, what do you prefer? And he's like, switch? I don't know.
Yeah. The way I look at it is there's the setup and the punchline. So
Mm-hmm.
whoever does the setup, I was figuring should go first and be at the top, and then the punchline would be at the bottom. Like, that was the way I was thinking about it. And then
Yeah.
that way it would randomly change based on who was doing which.
Sounds good. Okay.
That sounds great.
Well, Shield Maiden always has to be in the middle. Like, because otherwise, it's weird. No, I'm just kidding.
It's weird.
Man.
It's only awkward if you make it awkward. It's just
It's a
That
nice
don't
got
awkward.
acknowledge-
I like that.
Fast. I mean, that was.
don't acknowledge the awkward. It's fine.
My safe word is ooga booga. No, I'm just
Kumquat?
kidding around.
Oh,
Kumquat.
mine's Oklahoma, if you ever wanted to know.
Good. Kumquat.
I absolutely love it. It's so fun on every level. Every level. Blah.
I mean, just imagine you're like, Oklahoma! God, stop! Oklahoma!
We're not going to Oklahoma. I don't care how many times you ask.
Oklahoma!
Not happening.
They're coming to get you, Barbara. They're coming to get you, Barbara. You are about to watch the live stream of Night of the Living Dead with your host TikTok Tick and the Professor, with special guest Red Rex and
Now we've still
Oh my
got
gosh,
a 3-hour
people. I
drive
forgot to
back.
start
We're not going to be
YouTube.
home until after midnight.
People forgot to
Start it.
Really bugged you, Johnny. You wouldn't do it.
Not your fault.
You think I want to blow?
2-step.
She's like, Grubhub.
3-step.
I got your food.
Exactly. 2 hours or less. Instacart orders here.
Right.
Great shots, by the way. The cinematography in this are, and I love black and white. Big fan.
Yeah, me too. So, George A. Romero was inspired by what book as he was writing this?
No. I want to say it's an Isaac Asimov book for some reason. I know it's wrong, but that's what I'm
That's
guessing.
completely wrong.
Damn. Rex,
I,
what
I can even tell you the. I could tell you the
I have
author,
no idea.
Okay, give us the author.
Richard Matheson.
Ooh, oof, that doesn't help me at all. The
does.
Wisconsin
No idea.
Chronicles. no idea.
No, Wisconsin, Connor.
It's like medicine. Shockingly, the phone doesn't work. Clearly, she's
Vincent
never seen a
Price
zombie
was in a movie based off of this book.
Oh,
film. Killing me, Barbara.
Uh,
Killing me.
it's not.
if-
It's not the Halloween
Keep
one,
on
the
going.
House on Haunted Hill,
No.
right? What
No.
else is he in? He's like the classic villain. Oh, the Wax Museum. That one?
Not the
Or
wax.
House of
Museum.
Wax, I mean. That's the one he did. Vincent Price was in
Will
there, in
Smith
that.
was in a movie based on this book too.
I Am Legend.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh.
This is like the oldest house in San Diego, California.
Wow.
And it was a courthouse, and there used to be a tree in the front where they did
no.
a lot of hangings.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
The hanging
Like
tree?
oh yeah, this was like 1600s. This was like one of the first houses, a ranch that was in San Diego when there was nothing around. And it was the courthouse, that second story balcony. That was a theater. So that's where the townspeople would come and watch like opera or like a little play that goes on. And then
Amazing.
the family, the Whaleys, actually lived there too. So there's like 4 rooms where they actually lived at that time.
Wow.
And yeah, there was the husband was not a good dude and killed his wife. Like pushed her out the second story window.
Okay, just to be clear,
Yeah.
are you saying that people that kill other people are not nice? Okay, wait a sec. I'm trying to understand this. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
That's
yeah.
hilarious. No, the way you said it about him, that's why I was laughing. He's not a nice dude. He took his wife.
He's not a
he
nice
threw
dude.
her off the
Nope.
balcony. Is that what
Yep.
he did? He threw her off the balcony? Or,
Oh
like,
yeah,
did he
100%. He like,
Woof.
and I'm sure we're gonna get people that actually know the story better than me, but I took the tour and
Yep.
I was like, this is what I heard. So
This is the way I remember
Yeah.
it. It's close enough.
this is the way I remember it. It was like 10 years ago. So,
Yep.
mm.
Man.
And then, so what happened was I was part of a ghost hunting team,
Nice.
which consisted of my father-in-law and my
Okay.
aunt.
Oh,
And
wow.
we were called Family First Paranormal. And
That's cool.
it was freaking awesome. And some of the funnest times of my life. We would just go and find things that were like known haunted. And we would be like, hey, what can we do to investigate this place? And then we bought all the good equipment for that was around like 10 years ago.
Right.
So from there, we spent 5 hours in that house, just us.
Whoa.
And I went
Now-
through hours and hours of video.
Now I have a
'Cause you're
question for you,
talking-
because
Yeah, go ahead.
Is this the family? Because you.
That's the family.
Yeah, I think we should.
So
put that
we
picture up
have-
there.
We have on the left, that's Mrs. Whaley.
Got it.
And that's Mr. Whaley and then their 2 kids.
So
We have
Mr.
Mr.
Whaley over
Yep.
on the left,
Yep.
Mr. Whaley on the right, and the 2 kids in the middle.
Yep. So take a good look at Mrs. Whaley because
I
she's still in that house. She like really like look at her, and I
Yes.
have proof that she's still in that house with the next photos that we have.
Oh,
So
excited.
go to photo called "Found Behind Bed."
Found behind bed. Coming up. Found behind bed.
You just want to do "Found by Bed" edit. There you go. So I took this photo.
Yep.
And I took it with a flash on, which you can see the reflection of the flash. But look underneath that reflection of the flash.
It's. Are you talking about in this top? Oops, sorry. Top right corner. Like
Right behind the
where
bed,
red is?
pillows.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
yeah, I
There's
see
like
it.
a
I see
chair
it.
and a
Yep,
pillow.
I see it. Yep.
And then
Super creepy.
go to the
Yep.
image called number 1.
Okay.
Because this is it, unedited, and I just blew up that photo of that little tiny spot.
Got it.
And it's
There we go.
she's there. She's right there. You can make out a full
Whoa, I can see her face
Oh.
in the white.
full
Like,
face. You can
so-
see what she was wearing. You can.
Okay, so what I see
Yeah.
is there's a red bubble, like a
Yep.
like
An
a
orb.
soap bubble almost. Yeah, an orb.
Yeah.
On the right side, and then if you track across that ledge, because there's a to the left, there's like a ledge. It leads to a face, and that face is surprising in the fact that it looks a lot like the last picture that we were looking at, for sure. That's insane.
So go to let's just I did a couple edits of this, so go to one edited
Yep, you got it.
where I took it into Photoshop and just like made it brighter,
There we go.
played with the contrast, and you can definitely now see
Yeah, you can see
an outline of a face. You can see where her hair is. You can see that she
Yes.
was wearing some old time outfit.
Yep. Yep.
And like I said, it was just me, my father-in-law, and my aunt in the house. Like that's not a reflection. That's not. There's
It's
yeah.
weird.
Go to 1-2, and that's the final edit that I did of it.
There's 1-2.
And yeah,
That is simply crazy.
holy crap! Right?
Yeah, and if we're gonna go by that being something, the face and everything,
Something. Yes.
if you look in the shadows on the right,
Uh-huh.
so above the orb, so if you go straight
Yes.
up from the orb,
Uh-huh.
you could also infer that that's somebody like standing near her or by her,
Right.
or behind her, or
Maybe the
something.
husband.
Yeah, that's that's the direction I was going for sure.
Yep.
Man, creepy.
So
I would have been out of there
that-
like so fast.
So go. So here's another angle in that room. Go to number 2.
You got it. This one?
She's sitting in a rocking chair. Just
Oh, I
look.
see it now. I see it now. So if you're looking at this image at home, it's hard to see because it's only in the corner of our thing. But I have
Yep.
it pretty big on my screen. Basically, where
Yeah.
the chair is, if you were to shift to the right a little and right above the
Yep.
chair, like exactly where you would sit in the chair, but off by about a foot. And if you follow the white line by the chair and go straight up, you'll see a face. I
Yep.
see it. That's insane. And you know what I see too? I don't know what it is. At first I thought it was a hammer. So if you look at the sewing machine, there's a
Uh-huh.
white line on the right-hand
Yep.
side. Oh, you know what it is? I see what it is. That's just that's a light reflection that leads into the jewelry box. Okay. Oof.
Yeah.
I thought there was something.
Yeah. So you can go to 3 and 4, whatever ones you want to do. It's just another edit of this same
Number 3?
photo. Yeah, like it's just
You can see
darker.
the face for sure. And
But
what's
you
funny
can
is
see the-
in this one, I can see her hand. And
Yes.
you know what? I'm going to say it's somebody on a cell phone. I'm just saying. Just saying. Somebody was on a cell phone. Just saying. It does. It looks like somebody
Oh
on
my
a cell
god!
phone.
Yeah. Now go to 4 again. Go
You got
to
it.
number 4.
And there's number 4.
See. So yeah,
Whoa. That's just creepy time.
and go back to the family so you can see her again, and then just be like, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. This
Yep,
is
yep,
this
yep,
is
yep.
definitely
Sorry.
wow.
Those are the audios that are in there. Sorry about that.
Yes, those are, and you're gonna hear her voice too.
Guys, there we go.
So
I
look,
was doing that.
that's her sitting in the freaking chair.
I
Like
agree. I agree. That
that-
face is
that's-
very similar. Like
her behind.
honestly, when I first
yeah.
saw it, I was like, this seems like a person's reflection. And I've
Right.
seen photography where I can pick up somebody behind me in front of
Right,
me
yes.
because of the way reflections work and everything. But the face shape, like,
Yep.
the face shape's a little too similar. Like, if your
Yeah,
aunt
and
looked
like
exactly
how
like
she
that,
parted her hair
maybe.
and everything. Yeah, like
Yep.
you. I
The
don't
one
know.
thing for me though with the image is that she's in a profile, so
Yes.
her hair isn't as easy to tell. To be quite honest, because this is about a 3/4 shot, but
Yeah.
this is how
So-
she looked in those other ones to me, or almost like that.
So if you see what gets me is you see the part in her hair at the front. How there's like
Yes.
it looks
Yes.
like an inch of like no hair. If you go
Yes.
back to the one where she's sitting in the chair, you see an inch of no hair.
Yeah, let me get back to that. So, when we do these in the future, if you're gonna have to label them.
Okay,
in
number 2.
order. No. What I mean is, like, you want to show the family image first,
Yeah.
So it would be 0 dash family. And then
Gotcha.
and then 1, and then I can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because there's some
Sure.
videos in or some audio stuff in here as well that I should
That
have
we'll
taken
play.
to another folder. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's my fault. So we're going back to 1. And
Yeah. We can go to like number 2. Yeah, see there's 1. You can tell
There's
that
2.
it's period. And then go
And you can
to
see the color.
like you just flip through them all. Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
And then
this
look,
one
you can
definitely see it. You can see
Right.
it on this one for sure.
Yep.
But I'm telling you right now, man, I would have to see what your aunt looks like and what kind of cell phone she had that day. Because that totally looks like somebody on a cell phone. I'm just saying. It's the right part, well, the left part.
Yeah.
Her right hand is basically
Yep.
like right here in the image. And
So,
I'm like,
I was thinking that was like the back of like the rocking chair, that she was not that the rocking chair's
Oh.
there, but the
Yep.
rocking chair is somewhere where that we can't, whatever she's sitting on.
yes,
like that's
I can buy into
the top
that.
of the rocking
And
chair.
the reason I say that is because we are seeing a reflection from the other chair. But
Yeah.
if the rocking chair was in the corner, I could totally buy into that. Like that's where she would be for sure.
Right.
I could. get
I'm
that.
saying
I
it's
see
a
that.
ghost rocking chair too.
Right. No,
that's
no,
that's what I'm going at.
Well, the thing about it is that literally the rocking chair would occupy the same space as the chair and the sewing
Yep.
machine. And
Yes.
so the interesting thing is with these historical sites, they try to make the room the way it was originally. So it would be
Right.
interesting to ask them, like, was this room ever configured with a rocking chair in the corner?
Right here.
Like, did they ever
Yeah.
have it like that? Wow, that's insane.
And see, at the time of the investigation, I didn't see any of this. I was just like, eh. Like I
It's
know
like
we
the
caught
skull. It's like the skull
Right.
on the shelf. You didn't see it
And
when
it's like-
you did it.
I know we caught some stuff because I listened to like the EVPs that we're about to hear in real time. Like I was
Got it.
actually like listening to those and I'm like, oh my God, something's here. And then I just started
What's
like
going on?
flashing photos wherever I could. I'm like, does it work with flash? Does it not work with flash? Should I take it in like night vision? Should I not? Like,
Right.
yeah. And
Which
I
one
came
should we
back-
listen to?
whatever
EV
one you want to
EVP
listen
1?
to.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
go with 1 because it's the one.
Hello.
Sorry, I got to get the volume.
It's okay. So you're gonna hear moo talk, and then you hear like someone in the background going.
Okay,
Now,
So this is EVP 1?
Even more.
and I think I have the volume up already.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Whoa. It played twice, and it's like, hello? And in the background, I heard exactly what you're talking about. There's some kind of wailing or
Maybe it's
crying or
even one of her kids.
It
Like
could be
that's
almost any of
still
that. Yeah.
anything.
Oof. Going to 7. See if I can get
Do
the
it.
volume right on this.
It's like we interrupted a conversation.
Now enhanced even more.
Okay, don't do it again because I had to change the volume.
Now enhanced even more.
Dude, I could hear
Now
it. Now, here's
enhanced
the question
even
for
more.
you. Were you guys the only one in that house?
That's it.
Or
It was
there other
just
people.
it was just us three. That was it.
That's crazy. Because it definitely sounds like stuff going on. Now, you have to understand, I've done so many lives in this back room, and
Yeah.
when there's sounds outside, it picks up no problem at all.
Right. Of course.
So that's why I'm like, I wonder if there was somebody outside. You know what I mean? But I was thinking more in the house. If somebody had been in the house in another area, I could
Right.
have bought into it. But
Yes.
if there was nobody else in the house, and that looks like a fairly remote location. I mean, I'm in the city, so we get
I mean,
helicopter sounds. And,
It's like Old Town San Diego, and yes,
Right.
there is. It's like restaurants around and stuff. But once you're in the house, like
Yeah.
you're in the house. You can't hear what's going on outside. Like,
No, I get
and
that.
to couple it with like the photos that we saw,
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah, definitely. They go
And-
hand in
and-
hand for sure.
right. And it's not
Wait,
like I'm
what?
showing you like here's a round circle and I'm calling that
Right.
a ghost. I'm
No, I
not
get
doing that.
I get that.
I'm
Well, it's
not
funny
saying here's a
because-
moth. Yeah.
Certain cameras that I own, I have a real problem taking a decent picture when the lighting is certain ways. It just won't
Right.
take a picture. And I blame the lighting. So I often, like, I'm skeptical of certain things for sure
Right.
because I have done a ton of long exposure photography. So I've made ghosts super easy to do. So that's
yeah.
why I'm a bit skeptical of some of this stuff. And that's why I said I'd love to have seen a picture of your aunt and her cell phone that day. Because I literally am like, that totally looks like some lady with a cell phone.
Right.
So we're going to listen to the last of the 3 audios. Let's see what it...
I don't get anything from him but a lot of anger.
Same clip, enhanced even more.
See? They told us to get out of here. You can hear that.
See, to me, it sounds like a jail yard fight. Like, I would have left.
That
I would have
that
been out
too.
of there. But it sounded like more than one person in some kind of scuffle. Like, that's what I
Yeah,
hear in the
because
background.
you can hear that. That's my aunt, and she was listening
Oh,
to the
yeah.
same audio, and she's like, all I'm getting is like a lot of anger. Like it's sounding like a lot of
Yes.
anger.
That's why I said
I'm like-
prison riot. Yeah, that's what
Right.
it reminded me of.
But that
Super pretty audio,
yeah,
for sure.
that. Yep. And so whenever like anybody's like, "Hey, do you believe in ghosts?" I'm like, I've not with my own eyes. I've never seen anything with my own eyes. Like I've never, but I've caught things.
Hold on to your butts. You're in for an experience like no other. On today's show we have a special guest and it's the season finale, so sit back and relax with Brian Wanamaker. Wait, season finale. You guys survived the whole season? Does this mean I get a raise?
No raise.
No race, no.
None.
Mm.
Let me get Wanamaker. Mr. Brian
Nice.
Wanamaker. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Thanks, guys. How
How's
you
it
doing?
going?
It's going great, man. Thanks for being on the
Yeah.
show. I really appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You're one of my favorite
Yeah, like-
TikTok creators, for sure.
Me too. Yeah, 100%.
You're both one of my favorites.
Dude, that works.
Nice.
I always find it funny because you're from the Pennsylvania/east side of Pennsylvania, if that makes any sense. Not the Pittsburgh side.
Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. The Philly side.
Philly side. I didn't want to go that far, but yeah, the Philly side.
Nope, you got the Philly side and you got the Pittsburgh side. Two different.
Two different worlds. Philly's a
Yep.
lot closer to New York. Like, I've always thought of Philly as like New York light, if that makes any sense. Well, you're from around Philly, so you know.
Yeah, I'm about same distance between New York and Philadelphia, so
How close to 78 are you?
about 15 minutes.
That's what I figured. Yeah, so anybody that doesn't know Philadelphia geography, 78 is the way you get across like the middle of Pennsylvania and up into New Jersey and into New York. So like when
Mhm.
we would go to New York, we would go to 78 and we drive 78 across. So that's our history lesson and our geography lesson for today. Woo!
Yeah.
So here's a Philly specific question. Dunkin' Donuts, Wawa, Sheets, or other? I'll let you answer that one.
Well, I like Wawa personally because I try to eat a little healthy. But if I'm drunk, leaving the bar, then you definitely you get that greasy food, the stuff down before you go to sleep. And then you got to get the Wawa in the morning and feel better about yourself.
Hand to God, I understand. Professor and I have often talked about the different fast food places. Because here in
Yes.
California, it's like Circle K, 7-Eleven. What else? Anything else you can think of?
For donuts, you have like Star Donuts that are on like every street corner,
Yeah,
and
but
they're just like,
they're not. They don't sell donuts. They make money go from cash to legal, if you know what I'm saying.
they have donuts in there.
That they wrap
You just
at night.
you don't
for
want
the
to
next
get a
day.
cream filled donut. Yeah.
The other one though here is Lee's Sandwich Shop. Have you been to Lee's?
Oh, Lee's is so
It's the
good.
best, so good. But again, it's regional. There's no Lee's in
Yes.
Philly, so
Just like
Never
in
heard.
yeah.
nah. There's way better cheesesteak places and way better hoagie places. But when you are starved for that stuff, Lee's sandwiches are the best.
Yep.
So let's hop into another story.
Yes, let's do it. Ooh, this one we're gonna go to
Behold.
Japan.
Yes, we're in Japan now. Behold, Burger King Japan's new Ugly Burger, which actually
that
looks
thing.
pretty damn tasty.
It looks fantastic. Scroll down a little bit
does.
so you can see it.
Oh my lord! What,
So
is that
it
a
looks
chicken?
like a
What?
yeah. So it looks like it's a cheese bagel
Yes,
with lettuce, bacon,
Bacon,
pickles,
pickles, mayonnaise.
and chicken,
Yeah,
like a fried chicken.
that looks amazing.
It looks fantastic.
It does.
Yeah, keep on scrolling down. There's so much
Yeah.
more.
Can't wait. Ooh,
There's more.
Here we go. Whoa, what's
No,
that?
keep on going. Keep on going.
Oh, keep on.
That one sucks.
Ooh,
Yeah, there you go. So
there
you got
we
the
go.
ugly chili burger and the ugly beef
Yeah.
burger,
Sign me up. That
right?
is insane.
I hope it comes here.
Me too.
And there's one other one that's really
Keep
weird,
going down.
but I would eat it. It's a fake burger.
The fake burger. I like
It
that.
has fries and it has chili sauce on it. It looks
Fries,
good.
chili sauce, yeah, cheese, or is that mayonnaise?
I
and
don't
just
know.
a burger
Either
roll.
one. I'm fine.
It's
Yeah.
that's genius. That's so
Mhm.
funny and smart and cheap. I think 290 yen.
Right.
Check it out, people. That's insane. It's okay. So what we're
Right.
looking at, it's called the fake burger, and instead of a burger, they have French fries and chili sauce and a burger roll, and they call it the fake burger. And
But
then
those
the other
ugly
ones,
burgers look
the ugly
freaking
burgers
good.
look- yeah, they do.
Those look good.
Yeah, sign me up. Well,
I don't
Popeye's
eat
chicken-
fast food, but that
You do
definitely
eat
looks
fast food?
good. I don't.
You
I haven't had
What?
fast food in years.
Wow.
What?
What about soda?
So
Do you drink soda?
I don't drink soda.
Whoa.
What?
What's your drink of choice? Do you
Water,
he's like whiskey.
Water. Yeah, whiskey.
water, beer, coffee.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the question. Do you like Yingling, or do you love Yingling?
I used to love Yingling
Okay.
until I started gaining a lot of weight and feeling fat every time I drank like 2 of them.
I get
I
that.
get it.
I
Yeah.
get that. Well, you
But they
have
are
my
really
favorite.
good. I like them once in a while. I'll grab, I get nostalgic. I'll want one.
Yeah, I
Grow
like it on
up.
draft, which you can't get here. And I like
No,
Black
not in
and tan.
California.
in the 16-ounce
Yeah.
can. We used to call them pounders, black and tan pounders by Yingling. They're awesome, but I can't get either. So that's why I was laughing. And I get the weight gain every single time. Yingling, man.
They're good, but filling.
Yeah.
So
Yes. And you're right by the factory, like, or closer than most people, because in Pottsville,
Yep.
and you're not that far from Pottsville. Let's be honest.
I think it's about an hour, maybe
Yeah.
less.
By California standards, that's a commute.
Yeah, that's
that's a commute to work.
Yep.
You know,
First-
in California, since I grew up in California, I would make it a goal to date someone that lived an hour away. So I wouldn't see them like at my grocery store.
Yes,
So,
that makes sense.
yeah.
You show up at the grocery store. I guess I am available
Right.
today.
Yeah, I know. But if they're an hour away, it's like you got traffic to deal with, so that could turn into like 3 hours, and you're good.
Yeah, welcome
and
to
that's
traffic.
still close. Yeah,
Yes. That is
Yep.
the major difference between traffic here in LA and traffic anywhere else. It
you're like
is-
it's an hour away,
insane.
but it's truly an hour away. not like
No, it's so
ooh,
true.
traffic.
It's 60 miles away, 1 hour. It says it all
Yes.
the time. 60 miles, 1 hour. It's the only place in the
Right.
country where 60 miles is an hour. Doesn't matter. Everywhere. And
Yeah.
everything's 60 miles away.
And in California, when you're like, it's an hour away, you're like, oh, so it's only like 10 miles away. And you're like, yeah, it really
That's
is.
Redondo.
Yes.
Yeah, first
Yeah.
time I went to Redondo, because I live in Pedro. So first time I went to Redondo, my girlfriend said, oh, it's right down the street. 45 minutes later,
No.
my head's exploded out the side of my head. I'm super mad. I'm furious. She's like, dude, it's just down the street. Jump forward.
It was
6
probably
months.
like, we
Yeah,
got
I'm
here 15 minutes
apologizing.
before I would. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm apologizing to her about a year later because I'm like, you're right. That is the closest place to our house, 45 minutes away. And the other
Yes.
thing is the road sign. The road sign got me. So we were driving, and the road sign was probably about 14, 15 feet high by about 20 feet wide. And it just said, road constantly moving. Enter
Yes.
at your own risk. This road is unsafe. I almost locked the brakes up. I was like,
But here's the difference. Because I went to like California to West Virginia, and now I'm Kansas.
right.
California, you have to speed up to get onto the freeway. Like you have to go the
Yes.
same exact
Yes.
speed. It's not like, ooh, I'm going to go slow.
No.
And then when
No
I
one
get
will
on the
let you in.
freeway, I'm going to speed
one
up.
will.
Yeah, no one will
No.
let you in.
No, ever.
So in West Virginia, people would be like at a complete stop, and I'd be like, "What are you doing? You got to go to get on the freeway. Like you can't just look and then be like,
But it
okay,
says-
it's fine."
It says yield.
Yeah.
I'm yielding.
Thank you for watching the best of Season 1. We hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to follow us on Fruit Lab. Stay tuned for Season 2 of the TP Show.